awesome.
Super expensive.
What is?
Buying clothes.
Oh, yeah, that's the expensive part. We are not drinking and cooking today. We are drinking and chatting. So stay tuned. Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia. This is Caesar. I've been on my keto weight loss journey for 18 months. I've lost over 85 pounds. I think last time I weighed in was about 88. My husband came on board doing keto sometime this year. So we're going to talk about his progress and how his success has been this year. We are drinking a keto drink. What did you make, honey?
This is Kentucky Deluxe with Bang and sparkling water.
Yes, we usually do just a splash of Bang because we'll be up all night if we drink too much Bang. Tell me, how did you start? How did you begin?
I started with your lead. More of a selfish thing. If I'm gonna eat, I gotta make it myself. So let's just eat what she's eating. And that's what I did.
Yeah, when I started on my groove of keto, one of the first things that I wanted to do was really just focus on myself and figure out what I was going to eat and when I was going to eat, and kind of like everybody else fend for themselves, which has been good for our kids because they've learned how to cook things. They can make a grilled cheese or boiled pasta, and then my husband would just make himself something or eat when I ate. And so the next thing you know, if I was eating one meal a day, so was my husband. If I was intermittent fasting, I mean, so was he. Not on purpose, but just because I was doing it. And it wasn't until June of this year where I started to do a 30-day clean keto challenge, and we were about to go camping. And so I was trying to figure out how I was going to stay on this 30-day clean keto while we're camping. And then the first thing out of his mouth was, "I'll do it with you." You remember that?
I wasn't talking about keto.
Oh Lord, are we gonna do the drinking game now? Hey-o!
I'm just kidding.
Yes, so you had said that you wanted to do the challenge with me, and then that shocked me because you've never shown an interest.
I hadn't
in keto.
And I talked about it with other people as far as, oh, they see Lydia's success, they see that she's doing great. They're like, well, how does she do it? With keto. Keto is kind of a bad word to people, which is really strange to me.
I think they see it as a fad diet. I think people
I don't know
get a little turned off.
If you don't want to talk to anybody, just say, oh, let's talk about this keto diet, and gone. That's my theory.
Right, there's two types of people. There's people who think you're doing a keto diet and you're doing something completely horrible for your health and you're going to have high cholesterol and you're going to die if you do keto. And then the other group of people are the ones that are like, oh my God, tell me everything you can about what you're doing and the success that you're getting, and this seems like it's a miracle pill. So two ends of the spectrum, and you were kind of like,
I was along for the ride. Let's go for the ride, let's check this out. And that's the way I've normally been. Let's just go check it out, let's go see what's going on. Pretty fast you start seeing the success. I mean, it was I felt better. When we go camping, it's normally s'mores and junk food and everything out of the pantry or everything you can carry in the back of the truck. It was a different feel this time to make actually quality meals, and I liked it.
Do you remember what you started off at? What was your highest weight?
My highest weight was 240, I think 240. But that was before we started.
So yeah, your absolute heaviest was probably about 240, 245. And then when we started the clean keto just 6 months ago, I think we weighed in because we wanted to see what the 30-day challenge was going to give us. And you weighed in at 226.8. So that was your weight when you started. And I forget how much you lost that first month. But since then, do you know what you weigh now?
I don't.
I think last time you weighed in, I thought you were like 191, 189. So he's lost, I think overall, from your highest to your lowest, 53.5 pounds. And then when you started the clean keto to now was like 35 pounds. So he's dropped a ton of weight. And your sizes, oh my God. So for Christmas, I had to go shopping for this guy because nothing fits him. So what were you wearing before and what are you wearing now?
I'm wearing a 38 and then down now to a 33, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Everything I used to wear would fit kind of snug, and the dinner breathing and the unbuckle the pants after we eat a heavy meal. And it's like, man, and that's the only reason I know what I weighed at my heaviest, because I weighed myself to see.
And it feels like it happened
why.
overnight almost, because I remember when you were size 38 and then I got you a size 36 because you had lost weight on that challenge. So I was like, oh, we get to go down a size. I bought him a 36 and within a month, those were literally falling off of him. And I'm like, these cannot be the brand new jeans that I just bought you. And he's like, I need a smaller size. Then we did 34s and they were big. And so now we're in 33s. And I think that might be good, because I don't think you want to lose that much more.
No, and I wasn't after to lose as much as I did. It just happened.
Yeah.
But what did happen is I got more energy. Every time I ate, I just wanted to sit. No, let me just relax here. And every time I got home, oh, I'm so tired. I just want to sit here.
Yeah.
But now my energy's high. Like,
That's good.
I want to do stuff. I get up in the morning, and if I'm not doing anything, I'll come out to the driveway and sweep the driveway. Or
so
something.
Caesar's like Rocky in the sense of he won't go to a gym and like jump on a treadmill for an hour and like lift weights.
Only because it's my job.
Okay, so that's something that we
Yeah.
did not say.
Oh, I repair and install fitness equipment for gyms.
Yeah.
So treadmills, ellipticals, total gyms. We just did an install for a big gym here, and that's what I do. I take out equipment, I put in equipment, I repair equipment, I sell equipment.
Anything to do with fitness
Yeah.
equipment. He's been around it for 20 plus years, 30 years. Oh,
So I've been doing it for a long time. And the last thing I want to do is come home and then go back out to the gym where your work is from. And that's
true.
not what I want to do.
So what's your workouts now? Tell them what you do now for working out.
There was a YouTube thing that I just stumbled upon, and it's this guy, that Chris Edia, doing these handstands. And I was telling the kids, I said, man, I used to do handstands when I was a kid, back when I was that dude's age right there. They challenged me. They said, can you do a handstand now? So I had to try.
I remember he used to walk on his hands. That used to be his party trick. He would get up on his hands and walk.
And I did, and I could do it for a little while, and then I felt like I'm going to pass out because I'm upside down, and my shoulders hurt.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try to get to that dude's status and show my kids that I could still do this. Well, our neighbor had cut down a tree and put out a bunch of big logs in his front yard. I said, man, I'm going to chop those down for firewood for our fire pit. So I brought them back, and I had a small axe, and I was chopping away. And the next day I noticed, I said, man, my arms are hurting, like I'm sore.
Yeah.
My back, everything from waist up, core, back, shoulders,
Full body workout.
everything was hurting. And I was like, maybe I can do this for exercise, because I thought it was fun. So I just chopped up one log, that's it. And then the next day he chopped up maybe 6 or 5 logs. That was all with a chainsaw. I had the logs out there, so I only did one. And then the next day I did another one, and then did another one. So every day I was doing at least one log. Took me 30-45 minutes because I had to breathe and pant at the in between. Now I'm chopping 6 or 5 logs a day, and I'm using a they call it a maul, and instead of an axe, it's like a heavy maul. So this thing weighs 8 pounds. It's an 8-pound maul, and I'm slinging this thing just to rip up these logs, and I'm not sore no more. I'm breathing perfectly
feel a
fine.
difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Plus, I'm having to carry those dogs back and forth. I'm having to restack them.
That's so
It's
cool.
just,
And I catch him doing like handstands, I guess, to kind of
I
practice
practice now.
his handstands. He practices, and then I'll see him do push-ups in a handstand. So I'm seeing you kind of like train yourself how to do that. Another thing that he does outside of a gym is we go for walks sometimes down to the park from our house, and I'll go walking around the neighborhood or going around in our laps, and he'll play with the kids in the playground. Like you guys play tag,
absolutely.
you jump up in and out of the playground, of the the jungle gym or whatever it is. You guys do the
monkey bars.
Yeah, the monkey bars where they're hanging from there. So he's definitely getting his workout in with the kids at that time.
Yeah, I'm the king of tag. Nobody can tag me, which is good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Everybody's like, no, Dad's it. We're not gonna play anymore.
He's faster than the kids.
We're faster than the kids.
Like, we start all this just to keep up with them, and now he's faster than the kids. But we do have a gym membership that we are going to start going to in January. How do you feel about that, though? Because I know you're not crazy about going into a gym.
Well, I'm excited to go with you. I mean, if I was going by myself, every time I walk into that particular gym, they're like, "Oh, great, you're here. I've got something that's down." So, but now that I'm with you, it'll be cool. It'll be real cool.
Do you have any new goals for 2021 for yourself?
Yes.
What?
I want to do a muscle up.
Okay.
That's my
What
thing.
is that? What's a muscle up?
That dang Chris. He does these muscle ups, which is like a pull up, but then you do like a tricep press all in one. It's a cool thing, I think.
Huh.
And I've seen it like only on ninja movies, and I want to do that. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to do pull-ups. I want to be able to do push-ups, mid-waist. I mean, he does all sorts of crazy stuff, but I want to do at least one of each.
What about food-wise? Like your diet, is it going to change any? Do you...
No, I think I've found a groove to where it doesn't seem like keto.
What are you eating? I guess tell everybody what you
today.
eat.
Today I didn't eat anything until 1 o'clock. So that's when I ate. And then I ate 2 links of sausage with eggs and cheese. And that's it. The kids had a
And that's all you had
pizza.
today.
Yeah.
He does drink his coffee first thing in the morning.
Oh,
So when we talk about fasting or intermittent fasting, he's like, I'm out. If I can't have my coffee at 6:30 in the morning, then count me out.
And don't even try to talk to me at 6.
Yeah.
I'll wake up early enough so I can get up gradually.
Is there anything that you stay away from currently? Like, do you find yourself going, I consciously make an effort to stay away from sugar, or I consciously make an effort to stay away from bread?
Yes. My favorite snack used to be M&Ms. And I know kids got M&Ms in there from Halloween. I know they do, somewhere. And if I ask them, they'll tell me. But that's my whole deal, because it's not a lot, but it's once in a while it'll be like, I want to have something sweet. And before it's been like, man, I've got to go find something. It's been like a fiend. I've got to find this, I've got to find it, I got to find it. But now it's sort of like, oh, would you eat some broccoli? Or I'll eat some...
He's got like a crunchy thing, like usually around 9 or 10. I don't even know if it's a hunger thing, but you like to like crunch on stuff. And I remember you were eating nuts for a while. When we first started, it would be like I don't know, pistachios or mixed nuts. I would buy the canisters of mixed nuts, and it wasn't until pretty recently where you said, don't get any more mixed nuts for me. I think I want to start doing broccoli and cucumbers and carrots. And so now he gets a mixed bag of veggies, and that's what he snacks on at 10 o'clock at night.
Well, the reason I said stay away from the mixed nuts is you had said, oh, those things take up a lot of your calories or something.
Oh, the carbs. Carbs.
And I was like,
I think it was cashews, or it was something that because it's like when you eat nuts, those calories. Sorry. Those calories can add up, and so can the carbs. And so I think like 1 ounce of mixed nuts, it is like 7 carbs, right? So if you're at 20 net carbs a day and you have cashews, that could add up. So I was just telling them to be careful, because I don't know what he's eating throughout the day, but if you're just mindlessly eating out of the canister, who knows how many carbs that you're having. I mean, he's never been on a restricted 20 net carb thing. He's just been kind of lowering everything. So it's not like you ever try. I think once in the first month, you're like, okay, let me get that Carb Manager app and let me see what this is. And once he did it, he's like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to enter in my food. I'm not going to figure out my macros. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to eat what you eat.
Yeah, and I did. But then it got to the point I wasn't feeling good. And you said, well, that's the keto flu.
Oh, yeah.
It was not good.
I remember that.
And then you said, well, maybe it's that you're not eating enough. And ever since then, it was like, I'll eat what I'm eating, but then I'll eat what I feel.
Yeah, because I think he was eating like 1 meal a day, and then it was a pretty small meal, and that was it. And then whatever, work he was doing throughout the day, and then he was getting lightheaded, and I was like, why aren't you eating? You need to eat more. And I don't know if it's because you saw me eating 1 meal a day, and I was really, trying to keep it, well, no, not even my meal. I was trying to keep small. So I'm not sure why he was refraining from I guess, eaten as much as he wanted. But yeah, he started getting lightheaded, and that's when he was like, all right, I'll up my calories. And so now you're...
Quick pause.
Round 2.
And we're back.
Honey, I'm just very proud of you.
Oh, no.
No, because you've been very supportive and you've been a big cheerleader, and to see you have a new look on life, like everything with you, how you chopping wood and you doing all this, you know, other exercise and challenging your body and making better choices on food and not being embarrassed about it. Thank you for being a good partner. I'm proud of you and all of your success and where you're going.
Man.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Woo! Drink number 2. I'm excited to see what's in store for both of us for 2021.
I'm excited too. I'm super proud of you, and I always talk about it. The thing was, this past weekend, my nephew challenged me to a race, a foot race. He's like,
dude,
hey, you think you could run? You think you're fast? I'll race you. On.
How many times did you beat him, babe?
2 times?
Yeah, twice in a row. Because first he had like slippers, like slip-on shoes, and he lost the first time with those on, and then he kicked them off and ran barefoot in the road, and you still beat him.
And he said, I got you now.
And he's like, oh, Caesar beat me.
Man, took after it, high stepping.
That was crazy. I mean, I don't think any of us expected you to beat him.
I was fast, road runner.
I mean, he's a 14-year-old kid. 15! He's 15 now. He's a 15-year-old kid. Like, you put your money on the kid, right? Like, most people, if they were going to look at you two next to each other and be like, which one do you want to bet on that's going to win? I think most people would have bet for sure that he would have beat you. So that's a huge win.
It was a huge win.
It is a huge win, and I got it on video. So that's it for today. That is Caesar's progress this year. Can you believe this guy started June 1st? We're already the end of December. He has lost over 35 pounds since the start of June to now, and an overall 53.5 pounds. The guy's gone down from a 38 down to a 33 waist, from a size extra large, maybe even some extra large shirts, to now large. He's in a large now. So he has been amazing on his journey, and I can't wait to show you what his 2021 is gonna look like. So maybe in about 6 more months, we'll do another drinking and chatting video, and I'll show you where he's at there if he doesn't make appearances throughout. All right, if you have not subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button now. Leave me a comment. Has Caesar inspired you? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you find out when all the new videos are getting posted. And you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.